Hello, everyone, and happy hump day. I hope everyone is doing well today. I am coming to you guys again from my favorite place on the planet. I am at the beach with my two little favorite people in the whole wide world, my two youngest children. We decided to spend the afternoon at the beach. So that's what we are doing, enjoying some fun in the sun. And of course, I am coming to you all with a motivational message on today. First, I want to talk a little bit about checking in with your feelings. Have you checked in with yourself today or recently and just ask yourself, how am I doing today? And if you are not doing as good as you would like to be doing, then I need you to acknowledge that. You know, if you feel if your feelings are hurt or in any way, or you just ain't feeling good, whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, you want to get in touch with God, you got some beef with God for whatever reason, something that you've been praying on and you waiting on God to answer your prayers, I want you to check in with God today. You know, if it's something that you want to talk with Him about today. If you are aching or feeling some kind of way in your body, I want you to acknowledge that. If your back is aching or your feet is hurting or if your stomach is upset or if you got a headache, I want you to check in with yourself today, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That is the only way it is going to happen for you. I want you to acknowledge your feelings. You know, if you're feeling some type of way about something, ask yourself, what am I feeling, you know, not so well about? Or even if you just overwhelmed with gratefulness and joy, don't just let that pass by. Acknowledge your good feelings as well and show gratitude for how you feel at this moment. Even if you do it when you watch this video, or if you go back and check in with yourself, if you decide to do it, you know, later on today or, you know, tonight or tomorrow, no matter what the feelings may be, good or bad, you know, if the things are working for you in your favor and you just want to take a praise break, you know, don't just say, well, you know, I work hard for this, so I deserve this, or, you know, this it was me, not God. Because first of all, if it is working for you in your favor, it's all God. You know, even if you did work hard for it, He allowed you to be able to work hard for it. There's a lot of people out there who wish they can work hard and it's just not able physically in their body to get up, even mentally. You know, some people are so stricken mentally that they can't get their bodies to move physically. So we have to give God we have to give honor where honor is due. So check in with yourself today. If it's okay or if it's not okay. You know, start acknowledging your feelings. You better put some respect on them feelings. Respect with a K. You have to acknowledge your feelings. You have to acknowledge your finances. You have to acknowledge that debt. You have to acknowledge your credit score. You have to acknowledge your unpaid bill. You know, if you don't, whatever your relationship status is. Me, I'm single and I'm okay with that. I made peace with the fact that I am not in a relationship. And I also made peace with the fact that if God never ever allows me to be in another relationship again for the rest of my entire life, then there must be something better that He wants me to do. And it's not going to require me being in a relationship. So I made peace with the fact that I just may be single for the rest of my beautiful little life. So I made peace with that. But if you don't have peace with being alone, or you don't like, you know, everyone's stance on it is different. You know, some people desire to be in a relationship. They praying for that that special partner or mate or whatever God has for you. And it's okay. It's okay to want to be in a relationship. I'm not saying that everybody should see things the way that I see them through my eyes. All I'm saying is I'm okay with being by myself. I did the relationship thing. I ain't missing nothing. If God, I done been married, I done been in a relationship, been there, did all of that. If God wants me to be in a relationship with someone, he would bring them my way. So that is not my my focus at all right now in my life. But if you are not okay with being single, if you've been treated wrong, or you feel like you deserve to have that special someone, then you acknowledge your feelings on that. All I'm saying is whatever is going on with you right now, I want you to take a moment to acknowledge how you feel. It's not all gonna be perfect and peaches and cream and cotton candy and lovely streams of peaceful rivers and all of that kind of stuff after you acknowledge your feelings, but at least you will be on your way to repairing. We have to get down to the source of everything that is going on with us. Once you get down to the source of how you're feeling, you can acknowledge it and you can work on it. You can work on becoming a better whatever you desire to be. You hold the power in your own hands to make your life what you want it to be. So if you are just grateful in this moment, if you're sad in this moment, if you feel like punching the wall, screaming and crying, if you tired of being tired, if you are frustrated, if everybody is getting on your nerves and you care about everybody and nobody seems to care about you, acknowledge where you are with your emotions on today, because maybe some things have to be addressed. I'm not saying go step to nobody and say, I'm sick of this and I'm sick of that. Step to yourself. Step to yourself and say, you know what? Look yourself in the mirror and say, something gotta change. I am not okay with where things are with me right now. Day in and day out, I wake up feeling uneasy for whatever reason, and I'm tired of feeling uneasy. Acknowledge the fact that you feel uneasy and you start addressing that. You don't have to tell nobody. You can write it down. I was going to say you ain't got to write it down, but you can write down a list of things that you want to begin to work on with yourself, which is actually what we are doing right now. We are working on being a happy new us before the year 2022 is over. We are not waiting until New Year's to become a better us. We're doing it now. I know I am. I got a whole list of goals, new goals this week that I have been working on, and sometimes you don't have no choice but to be in touch with your emotions when you are working on yourself. You don't have no choice but to be in touch with your financial, where you are financially. Even if you want to talk to God about where you are financially. Like, listen, sir, I'm trying. I've been doing this. Like, where we at with it? You know what I'm saying? Just acknowledge where you are. Respect your own feelings and begin to just pay attention to it. That's just like some of us, a lot of us, we struggle with our eating habits. And I discovered that counting calories is one thing that is very effective in trying to lose weight, because when you counting calories, you're not going to go. You can literally see it in your body when you look at yourself when you are counting calories. I have counted calories and I can see the weight dropping off of myself when I don't go past a certain amount of calories during my daily intake, like 2,500 calories a day or something like that. counting calories is very effective. And simply what I did, and this is what we do when we count calories, we pay attention to what the amount of calories that we are putting in our body. You know, now things are so easy with technology. You can put whatever the food is in your phone or whatever, and you can literally search up the amount of calories that you are eating, even if you don't have the package right in your hand. Like, it's just so easy to count your calorie intake nowadays. But what you are simply doing to get that positive result from your diet, you are just focusing on your calorie intake. And I'm saying that because that's what every other angle in your life, when you focus on your bank account. You know, a lot of times when you're trying to buy a house, you know, I have went through programs where I you know, had to just financial literacy, you know, programs, and I had to watch every dollar down to the cent that I spent out of my bank account. Like, and how much was that bag of chips, and how much was this, and how much was that. And once you start counting the amount of money that you are putting out, you are more mindful. When you turn around, you notice you have more money when you are being more mindful of what you are putting out. You know, so it's all about just focusing on the areas of your life specifically where you feel as though you need to grow stronger, where you need to get better. You know, things that you have not probably been acknowledging for a very long time, that you are tired of tucking your emotions away and not regarding this thing, not acknowledging it, not recognizing it, not respecting it. It is time for you to pull that thing out the closet and acknowledge the fact that you need to heal in that area, that you need to grow in that area, that it's time for you to grow up. You know, like, it is just time for you to just check in with yourself today. So it's Self-Check Wednesday. And I just felt it in my spirit. Even when I was on my way here at the beach, I just felt myself being so grateful in the moment that I was in. Mind you, I am not in the car by myself. I got, you know, a few little people in the car with me and one big person in the car with me. And I was just like, oh God, I am so grateful that I am alive, that I am healthy, that you are allowing me to live in this moment, that you give me another chance to work on myself and just operate in a new me. You know, so I decided that I'm not going to complain today. Even when I was having a conversation with someone about, you know, preparing myself to come to the beach with my children, and they get on my nerves, you know. So I was talking about why you know, it takes a little longer when you have children, but I still didn't allow myself to complain. I just wanted to be grateful in that moment for where I was. So today we are not going to complain. We are going to be grateful. When I say, when you open yourself up to gratitude, you open yourself up to a whole new world full of blessings. More blessings will literally come to you when you are grateful. So don't forget to be grateful today. Do not complain. If you woke up complaining this morning, you will stop complaining right now. Because I said so. We don't have time to complain. Because whatever area that we want our lives to get better in, we're going to be grateful in the moment that we are in. If you are alive, then you are blessed. You got to think about things that are much greater than you in your situation. Whatever it is that you're complaining about, trust me when I say it could be worse. So just be grateful. Just be grateful in the moment that God is allowing you to live in at this very moment. We are going to be grateful today. We're not going to complain. And today is the day that we are going to check in with ourselves, with our emotions. Pull out your bank app, tap in, check into your bank account. You know, look at your bank statements. Look at where your money going. If you tired of being broke, You know, you start setting standards for yourself. Look at your relationship status or your track record with your relationships or the people that you seem to allow in your life, even if it's all the wrong people. Like, what is wrong with me that I keep attracting the wrong people? You can attract them as long as you want. It's up to you whether you gonna let them people in your life or not. You know, sometimes I lower my standards way too many times. I was in the habit of lowering my standards to be down on somebody else's level. Like, I'm gonna give them a chance, or, you know, they gonna get better, and then it just made me worse. You know, check in with yourself as far as your relationship status is concerned. Even your relationship with your loved ones, with your family members. Like, what's going on that, you know, that I don't have the relationship that I want with my family members? And if it's not what you probably will hope for it to be, get peace with it. You know, gain peace with it, because you can't control who and how people are, especially when it comes down to your loved ones, and you can't control the family that you were born into. So make peace with where you are in every relationship in your life. And if that's hard for you to do, if you want to call some people and tell them what's on your mind, or if you want to rectify some relationships or whatever, do what you need to do to bring peace to you in your life today. So today, number one, we're going to do a check-in with ourselves. We're going to do a self-check with ourselves while we are making them list of goals and checking them off, and making ourselves getting closer to a happier new us. Before this year is over, we are already going to be in the transformation phase. We are going to be so much better before the ball even drops, because we are making them list of goals and we are checking them off, and we are working on ourselves right now. Like, we doing all of these things now. So today, don't forget to check in with yourself, and no complaining. Be grateful on today. Like, that is like a whole nother video in itself, just being grateful. But I had to drop them jewels on not being grateful. I could talk about gratefulness every single day, because it is so important to show gratitude and be grateful for the place that you are in. As much as you like to complain, be grateful even more. So, of course, God willing, I will be right back here tomorrow with another motivational message of the day. I hope someone receives it, and I really hope and pray that y'all all are doing well. Lord willing, I will be right back tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday.